It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I need my credit when I'm popping shit. Shift the game like I'm driving stick. Money piling my wallet, thick numbers looking like scholarships. I'm out here, bit. Hurricane season, send me overseas, get a bag, and I'm leaving. I'm back with the reason. I'm a rapper supreme, like burritos on a rap for the biggest. Back to attack, make achievements. Nigga fuck a flag for religious. I put on a mask and I'm thieving. All black with a skull cap and Adidas. Insufficient funds, fit that 150. Nigga get it done. Feeling big as pun. Industry critics don't like me. What you gonna do? Should night me? Swimming upstream, so Pisces. Got a Gucci on me, so icy. All the floozies. When I come stand by me, 7-Eleven is getting too dicey. I be killing y'all nigga with the flow. Notorious big, I be kicking in doors. Leviticus niggas get spiritual, call me the bishop. I'm watching y'all decompose. I don't really need no ops, I don't need no props. I'ma sink my shot like swish. I'm a Gambino, looking for a freak hoe, pink flamingo box. Everybody wanna know the recipe. I got my float on the Chesapeake. I'm a SOB from the A, but my style on Texas Pete. Yes indeed. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well on this Monday. In this particular show, we're going to be getting into Hitta J3, and unfortunately, the interaction over the weekend that took place between himself and the DJ that don't spin as it pertains to Top 5, of course, being locked up. We talked about Top 5 being incarcerated over the weekend as well. Toronto police issued a search warrant in his area. They ended up going in wherever he was at. Himself and another one of his associates were arrested on multiple weapons charges. I don't know where all of that stands right now, but ever since that hit the scene, the DJ that don't spin started creating a narrative that Hitta J3 could possibly be one of the people behind the investigation that led to Top 5 getting snatched up by the Toronto cops. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is not to amplify his messaging. It's not to give him further attention, because I already said I'm tired of talking about this nigga. I don't fuck with this nigga. And the shit that he did with that with Noor, the 15-year-old streamer, the other day, that shit is completely despicable. But the reason why I'm making this video is because it feels a lot like homeboy is going back into some of his old ways, because it feels to me like he is trying to fuel a Cali versus Canada gang war. And I can't sit nor stand for this shit without saying something. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude pulled this same shit with the war on Chirac many years ago, a decade ago, where he was covering the beefs that were active in Chicago between artists and regular everyday gang members, covering their Instagrams, covering their stories, covering these young men and sometimes teenage kids that were, you know, having whatever kind of disagreements. They had their affiliations. They were broadcasting, which I can't say is a good move, to like broadcast your moves or broadcast any illegal activities that you have going on the internet. But he used his platform to amplify all of those things. Real life people ended up finding themselves either dead or in jail, and he got to go on with the rest of his life, boost his platform, and become some out of nowhere I wouldn't say reputable, but they've treated him as a reputable source in hip hop media since then. From Everyday Struggle to him, you know, going off and doing his streams, to being a central part of the Kendrick Lamar Drake battle last year, to all of these different things that happened. And, you know, he kind of gets to move around as a voice in hip hop when I don't even think homeboy truly appreciates hip hop to begin with, right? So here we are in 2025. He's out here alleging that Hitta J3 could have snitched or put out some sort of information on Top 5, who people are, you know, hitting me up alleging and purporting that this guy allegedly signed Top 5 to some sort of deal. I think that's a load of horse shit. I don't want to hear about no 25 million. I don't want to hear about no $5 million deal. That's promo, that's marketing, that's trying to give Top 5 some sort of validity in the industry. I'm not here for none of that shit. We're gonna keep it a fucking buck. That nigga's garbage. That nigga is not worth nothing below nobody's shoes. So let's not try to put no, you know what I'm saying? And the niggas who hit me up with this shit, y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all hitting me up saying talk about this. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Okay? But what I do give a fuck about is the fact that this so-called DJ is out here perpetuating a California versus Canada gang war where he sits in the middle. He gets to instigate it. He gets to cover it on his channel. But when shit starts going left, he's going to absolve himself from the situation. He's going to jump back into his fucking computer chair and start doing spins and start calling motherfuckers and say, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I'm not a street nigga. I'm not this. I'm just covering what's going on online, blah, 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 blah. The same shit he got to do 10 years ago. And I ain't with that shit. I don't think that shit is cool. Now, for those of y'all that been here, y'all know at the height of the battle with when J. Cole backed out and all that shit, I told y'all, man, the one thing I don't want to come from this Kendrick and Drake ordeal is violence. I don't want nobody shedding blood. I don't want nobody getting their ass whooped. I don't want nobody finding themselves in a predicament where somebody gets hurt, because it ain't going to do nothing but beget even more violence. Right? But this guy here is centering himself in between two volatile situations, one with Top 5 and whoever he has behind him, you know what I'm saying? And then Hitta J3, Compton, and all of the affiliations that he comes with, because he is now interjecting, right? Standing up for his side, standing up for his city, standing up for his comrades, standing up on behalf of Kendrick. You know, when Top 5 came out and made that threat against Kendrick's life, Hitta J3 was like, we're not going for none of that, right? Now, what I find interesting is that while all of this is happening, Wack 100, who also played a vital role in Hitta J3 and Top 5 even connecting, he gets to tiptoe out the back as well. It wasn't that long ago when Wack 100 came out, about a month ago, and was saying, I got some damning footage and information about Top 5. He keep playing, it's gonna get leaked out. But yet the DJ that don't spin gets to sit up here and say, nah, I know Wack 100 is solid. I know he's good money, so it couldn't be him. Well, how could it not be him when he was the one threatening to leak information, footage, and video out less than a month ago? I don't like that shit. So now we've got Hitta J3. He accepted a call from the DJ that don't spin during his stream. And then they got into a heated argument in which J3 says, bro, you gonna fuck around and get somebody hurt. Now, I'm only going to play the conversation so that you get the additional context of the conversation. This is not to promote the DJ that don't spin. And I'm telling y'all for sure, I'm not going to be covering too many more subjects that have to do with this guy. But I do want to point this out because I feel like if people don't get this shit under control, if people don't, get a hold of their emotions, he is going to be at the helm of some fucked up shit, some bloodshed out this motherfucker. It's going to happen right before our eyes. It only take a flash. It only take a motherfucker to end up on a flight somewhere or anything. Shit go left. And the next thing you know, everything is completely haywire. You know what I'm saying? Once violence gets involved, it's out of everybody's control. So here is the conversation.
Oh,
hello?
Yeah, so what's the deal, dude? Is me and you we gonna have a further issue or what? Cause on the hood, I feel like y'all niggas keep trying to use Kendrick. Nigga, fuck that. I ain't including Kendrick in nothing. It's about Hitta.
Yeah, but are you his cousin? Like, we trying to figure out some truths.
On the dead homies, that don't matter. That don't matter. I don't got nothing to prove to the internet to validate y'all motherfucking.
No, it's just yes or no.
Yeah, look.
You don't need to prove it.
Look. This is all you gotta know, bro. We from the same section. We grew up. I've been around since a little kid. That's all you gotta know.
Okay. How old are you? Is that federal? How old are you?
Look, gang, I ain't playing these police games, Akademiks.
No, because...
Why my age matter? How old is you? How old is you over there sitting over here talking about niggas bums?
Yo. I'm asking because I want to see if you're younger than Kendrick or older than him. I'm not trying to like...
Yeah, I'm younger than Kendrick.
Oh, so you Kendrick little homie.
Look, gang, all you gotta know is this, gang. You making this shit to be something totally different than what the fuck you out here putting on your
I thought you
platform.
needed it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I swear. I thought you needed a job.
Look. You trying to make content. I don't even give a fuck about being on your live right now. I'm letting you know, though, that nigga can get up with you, get you on the phone, and let you know, gang, this shit deeper than rap.
He got on FaceTime with you?
Body, bro.
Yo, hold on. Respectfully, Top 5's team is telling me that he got on FaceTime with y'all, and that he got locked up about a video, and he think y'all told on him.
Look, check this out. My people was right here when I was on the phone with Top 5. Did I ever do anything with that footage? Nigga, no.
We don't do police shit like that. We ain't got to record no calls, bro.
On the dead homies, me and him, if it was real smoke, we was gonna keep it in the streets.
But I mean,
nigga, AD tell you, bro, our Compton is a small city. Niggas die every day, bro. Nigga don't get on the internet bashing ops and doing all that, bro. On the dead homies, it's up. And whatever it is in the trenches, it's that.
So wait, do you think it's a coincidence that he literally got on here saying, yo, they're trying to send me to jail?
What do that got to do with me? What do that got to do with me?
Because he was saying he was on the phone with you.
I didn't even have Top 5 number.
Yo, he said he was on the phone with you though, and he got sent to jail.
He was on motherfucking three-way that call with the nigga Friday.
No. Hold on. But listen, I'll vouch for Whack. Whack now, no police.
I got real ops. I got real ops for one. Let's get that understood. I don't beef with niggas Canadians. I don't beef with foreigners. How can I?
Yo, they real in Toronto. You gotta chill. You gotta chill.
We on a whole nother caliber, gang.
No,
I'm out here,
no, they get it in Toronto. You been to Toronto? They get it in over there too.
Gang, we get it in the city.
They get it in too.
With our cousins, when we pull up at family functions, there might be a man down. We don't give a fuck about no Toronto nigga, bro. On Southside. All right, come on, bro. Stop playing.
Yeah, but why would y'all record Top 5 and now he locked up? You know, I'm gonna have to pay his bill.
Gang, you really trying to use this for content. You trying to make this for content, gang.
Nah, we could switch the subject.
Look. That's on the dead homies. I'm gonna say it like this. That's on my baby. If I ever posted Top 5, advertise any footage with him with a firearm or anything like that, I'll delete all my social medias.
So if in his paperwork it says Hitta J3 sent this to the CPD,
that's on WSP. You got me fucked up, boy. Okay. You gonna get somebody hurt, Akademiks.
No, hold on. I'm saying, so you're saying that won't happen because I'm gonna ask him for the paperwork,
nigga.
Okay,
that won't happen.
I bet. I got
that
you.
Won't happen, nigga. So on the dead homies, fool. Look, gang, you want respect. You gotta treat people with respect.
Okay,
all this game shit you playing on the internet.
I don't like this shit one bit, man. And I'm a calling, accountability on everybody that's partaking in this part of the conversation. Number one, I'm gonna put a lot of accountability on the DJ that don't spin, because he's getting on his platform, he's instigating these things, which is even what caused the phone call to even happen, right? And he's a fucking lame. He shouldn't even have the right to be speaking on no type of gang activity, no type of street activity. He should not have the right to even put his face on video to even discuss these types of things, number one. Number two, the fact that Top 5 would even purport that somebody has to snitch on him about anything, because he's been out here literally telling people on live streams what he wants to do, what he allegedly is gonna do, the type of lifestyle that he claims he lives, the type of people that he calls himself associated with, always throwing Drake's name into the mix. Because let's be fucking honest, if he wasn't using Drake's name, wouldn't nobody give a fuck about a top 5, whether that be in Canada or anywhere else in the world. So that's number two. And I also got to put some accountability on Hitta J3 for engaging in these types of conversations when he should know that every time he talks, especially now that the attention on him has grown exponentially due to his feature on GNX, like, people are watching you closely and you got more to lose than Top 5. Top 5, I don't know if he got songs with Drake or not, but we ain't heard none of them. You are on Kendrick Lamar's last album, just dropped 2 months ago. You're a buzzing artist in the industry. People are watching you, not just because of your association. You know what I'm saying? It's not just because you was on To Pimp a Butterfly cover no more. Like, you are somebody who has potential. People are actually paying attention to you because of your rapping skill. You got on that fucking stage at the Pop Out and rapped. You got on Kendrick's album and rapped. You know what I'm saying? At a level where people are saying your bars are some of the favorites off of the song, right? Off of the album. I'm seeing people quoting Hitta J3's verse. I haven't seen people stop quoting J3's verse since GNX dropped. Tell him Hitta did it. You don't want to see the door sliding on the Caravan. Like, you gotta play your role to perfection at this point, right? Because let's be honest, bro. You know how many Hitta J3s we've seen in the music industry over the past couple decades? For every nigga that blows up, for every nigga that actually gets to change their life, get the record deal, go on tour, make hit albums, coming from the street perspective and change their life. You know how many other ones we say, damn, what happened to bro? What happened to this one? That nigga had a dope ass verse on such and such album. What happened to bro? Next thing you know, you find out that motherfucker did 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? Over some bullshit. Now, it might not be considered bullshit from a street perspective, you know, because in the streets, you got to stand on what you're doing. But in the grand scheme of things, it's going to come up and it's like, damn, you threw your life away over what? You find yourself being investigated over what? You inserted yourself past the call of duty for what? And then the actual participants, the people that actually had whatever the issue is, Kendrick and Drake, especially Kendrick ain't said shit. Kendrick dropped his music, did his music videos, and went back to wherever the fuck he at. He's not giving no extra energy to this shit. Now, I'm sure there are conversations that happen behind the scenes. I don't think Kendrick is oblivious to any of these things by no stretch of the imagination. But at the same time, he understands I'm not getting involved with none of this shit. This is internet shit, man. I'm not finna tell nobody to come out and crash out on my behalf, or, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't call for that. None of y'all niggas really know each other. Kendrick and Drake, I can only imagine when the last time they actually seen each other, had a conversation, whether that be good, bad, or indifferent. Right? This nigga Akademiks, for all the fucking twists, turns, jumping jacks, sliding, backflips, gyrating he could do on Drake, this nigga ain't even met him in his fucking life. He ain't even had a real phone conversation with this nigga. All Instagram DMs. And he out here acting like he's the number one. Like he this motherfucker think he goddamn Don King of hip hop beef promotions. And he gonna fuck around and some shit gonna really pop off. Because we know where Hitta comes from. We know he comes from a real situation. Somebody gotta, get him under control. He gotta get him under control. You know what I mean? Low 5. He's sitting somewhere right now. Don't know what the outcome is gonna be, but somebody got to get him under control too, and the big homies got to step in, because if this shit don't get worked out in a peaceful manner, this shit gonna go somewhere else, and we gonna be looking at a dark 2025. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that could overshadow Kendrick and his Super Bowl, Kendrick and his Grammys, Kendrick and all the awards, Kendrick and all the work he's put in, could be marred by some street shit that really ain't have nothing to do with the key players that this battle even was created from. So everybody gotta get they folks under control. But I say based on, I can't even say based on the last couple of weeks, because this nigga, the DJ that don't spin, should have been out of the conversation, should have been laid to the wayside. But especially given the shit that's been going on with him the last couple of weeks, people gonna have to come to a collective consciousness of some sort to be like, yo, this dude, he's bad news. He's tainted. He's damaged goods. He's rotten fruit. Nobody goes to the store and buys rotten fruit. Nobody sells rotten fruit. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing fruitful that could come out of that. So, yeah, man, this shit got me hot. Because, again, if niggas don't get themselves under control, you know what I'm saying, tap in, do some woo-saws, look in the mirror, really evaluate what niggas want for their future. If you really want to take care of your kids, have a long-term career, get out of the trenches, actually live a life that you could be happy to tell your family about and include your family in, then all this shit we don't need. And of course, it's going to fall on deaf ears, right? I don't expect none of the participants to really hear me out. I don't know if them niggas going to see what I'm talking about. But even as fans, even as people that are spectators, like, we got to also demand more. We can't keep falling for the same tricks, making this shit go viral, making this stuff have more weight than it should. Because again, you could slap, like, let's be real. You could slap somebody behind closed doors with nobody watching, and y'all might tussle it out and go about y'all business. Nobody even know what happened. You know what I'm saying? You slap somebody in front of 500 people, that's added pressure, because now you like, shit, man, I'm not finna let you get the best of me. Y'all gonna try to up the ante, and if a nigga best you in that fight, you might come back and start airing shit out, just because it's like, hell no, I'm not walking away the loser, right? But then again, if it was handled in private, y'all might have just had a little 5-minute rumble, wiped yourself up, shook hands, left, never had to tell nobody the shit even happened. And that's kind of like what's going on with this internet shit. Whack 100, you got to take responsibility for that shit too, because whatever phone call transpired between yourself, Hitta J3, Top5, you come online, spreading it, putting pressure on it, throwing hot sauce on a burrito, and then you tiptoe your way out, and now these niggas is clashing online. Like, it's a lot of agents of chaos in this shit right now. And for me, as a nigga in my 30s, as somebody who loves hip hop, as somebody who appreciates this art form for what it actually is, a craft that people have used to create wealth in their families, to change the trajectory of themselves and their families' lives, put their kids in the top schools, or, you know, create a lifestyle for their family that they didn't have for themselves growing up. Like, we got to appreciate this shit. We got to hold on to this shit tighter. Just a couple years ago, they were saying hip hop was on the decline. 2024, hip hop recovered itself back to being the #1 genre in music. So we need to be good stewards of being back in that #1 fucking spot. I'm sure some of y'all seen that shit going around. Hip hop, R&B, back number one. Let's be fucking clear. R&B is not the number one genre in music. It's hip hop. It's rap music, not R&B. They lump us in the same category, but you'll see how niggas did in hip hop, how many notable hip hop albums dropped, and how many R&B shits dropped. They lump us together, but we ain't the same. And the shit that we do don't have the same ramifications because we have that extra spotlight on us waiting for niggas to crash out. So I make this video to plead to every one of my viewers, and I know it's gonna be some niggas that's not gonna understand it, not gonna get it. I don't care. But we gotta do better, we gotta demand better, and we gotta start just the way people talking about boycotting, stores for not having the best interests at hand. We also have to be conscious of what we're paying attention to with our time, energy, and amplifying the same way in our own shit. Because we're already in a time period where niggas think they gotta crash out just to gain a following. We've had over the last few years, we've had numerous occasions of rap artists beefing with each other, feeling like they had to shoot at each other or kill each other just to rap about it and get a buzz. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do better. We got to demand better. And we got to let folks know, like, we love you, but if you're on some fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? And you're detrimental not only to those around you, but yourself as well, we gotta call you on your shit. That don't mean we don't love you no less. You gotta tighten up. And I say that for sure to Hitta J3 because I think he has potential. I understand that he stands on principles and he comes from a place and his background. But you can't keep inserting yourself in these types of things and think that it's gonna actually be conducive to where you want to go. You already done put a decade in on paper. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas discovering your old song with Kendrick like it's brand new in the last month or so. You know what I'm saying? And they bumping that shit. That shit spread like wildfire a couple weeks ago. You got to be a good steward of your position too, man. I understand. I know old habits die hard. But nah, man, we can't have this shit, man. Especially if, like I said, niggas want to actually elevate to the next level, have a career in this shit, and be able to go legit. You cannot double dutch on both sides. You can't have one foot in, one foot out, man. So that's my message. I know some people not gonna understand it, not gonna get it, not gonna appreciate it, but I think most of my viewers are level-headed people that are gonna understand where I come from. Y'all should know I have nothing but love for the West Coast, so this is not about condemning nobody on the West Coast. It's just about coming to grips with reality. We're in a new year's 2025. I understand that Drake and Kendrick is still a very compelling subject. We're not over it, as much as people would love to believe we are. We're not over it. But I do think that there has to be a certain level that's like no-fly zone. Is unacceptable. And that's just how I feel. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.